Alright. What? I don't know what he's talking about. Okay. So, we have the return of Infernal 2pac and Germany's team. They are white and yellow and teal. White. And for the other side, we have red and blue and orange. Red and blue and orange. Okay. So, we just saw Team Poland get taken out really quickly. Excuse me. We just saw them get taken out really quickly with Yan and Nizzy and Simon advancing on to winners finals. So the winner of this game will go on to play that team, and then the winner of that will get first place. The loser of that will go on to the final game to play for second place, which actually hasn't been played yet. Apparently it's supposed to be played today, but I didn't hear updates on that, so I don't know. Anyway, should call out races and whatnot. So, NGO is going to be the blue Zerg. We have CEO, NGO and CEO. CEO is going to be the red Terran. And we have buzzoff as the orange Protoss. On the other side, we have Infernal as the teal Protoss. We have 2pacalypse, who randomed Zerg. And Germany is the yellow Protoss. So, Terran Zerg Protoss versus Protoss Zerg Protoss. Okay. Oh shit. Yo, we have matchup knowledge? We have matchup knowledge? Oh, that makes me happy. That makes me happy. To be perfectly honest, I don't know how active the BGH community is. I don't know how much they play against each other, but that makes me happy that somebody knows what's going on. And he is absolutely right. CEO is very aggressive as Terran. We can see him going for an early 3 racks. Infernal. Thank you, Infernal. Just made me happy. Okay. People are talking about music being in the back room helping drown it out. Well, no, wait. I can just boost the StarCraft music. Does that take care of one of the audio issues? Admittedly, it's pretty loud for me, but if it's good for all of you, I'm fine with it. Don't know how my voice is in relation to this, but trying to fix things on the fly. Fortunately not. It's at a really inconvenient level where it's a little bit too loud to be wearing on the heads comfortably, but a little bit too quiet. Actually, significantly too quiet to be hanging around my neck. Alright. Never mind. Alright, apparently that doesn't matter. I can set it back to what it was. There we go. Okay then. Failed experiment. Well, that's fine. People asking about the Nation Wars. It was not casted. I tried to cast Russia vs. Asia Pacific. I got through like the first game, and then I just threw up my hands and gave up because of audio issues. Which there are tons of new audio issues, but they're at least not the ones I had last time. Now, yeah, ironically, last time, with people describing it static, the first idea was to adjust the plug on the mic and switch it around. And I've tried it in 3 different USB slots and none of them worked. It was because I was moving around my mouse USB cord, not the microphone USB cord. So I actually did fix it when I... That's one of the changes from yesterday to today that I made. I put the microphone in a different USB port, and that actually helped significantly. Okay. So, ooh, this is not looking like a good engagement from Germany's team here. Yeah, looks like Lings are going to try to come in. Lings helping out. Alright. Well, Lings were able to take out all the Marines pretty quickly, and the medics are now healing each other. Okay, yeah, healing each other. But the wall is gone, and now there's a good number of Lings. Not that high of a number. Still more fighting going on over here. The Dragoons couldn't all quite be killed, and they're still putting a lot of pressure against this aggressive Terran coming out of CEO, and it's working at the moment. Do have some blue Lings as well, but they're not in high enough numbers. Orange did send some zealots to try to help out, but it wasn't enough. And it looked bad for Germany. I thought it was going to be bad for Germany, but he persevered, he got reinforcements from his allies, and apparently they just need to not die to DT drops. Hey, they didn't die to DT drops! That makes me laugh. Where he's like, hey, good job! And then immediately buzz off. I know his name's Buzzoff, but it looked like just an immediate buzz off. Alright. So, point for Team 2pac. Okay, so in the top left, in the top left is 2pac, the yellow Protoss, and his allies are white and red. Yellow and white and red. And that means that the enemies are blue and teal and purple. Oh, whoops. Oh, not the one I'm doing. Blue and purple and teal. Okay. So, NGO, once again Zerg, is blue. We have CEO, once again as Terran, in the same position as Terran, and purple. And buzzoff is Protoss once again. So still Zerg, Protoss, Terran. And going up against that Zerg, Protoss, Terran is Infernal, as the red Protoss, Germany as the white Protoss, and 2pac, who rolled Protoss this time. So Protoss versus Zerg Terran Protoss. Isn't this like the worst matchup possible? No. No, I think there's a worse combination than Zerg Terran Protoss versus Protoss. I'm imagining like Terran Zerg might be a little bit worse. Oh, cool! Just confirmed by some BGH player. Terran Zerg is the worst team. Nailed it. See? That's like, this is taking theory crafting to a new level. Because not only am I out here theory crafting, I'm theory crafting on the fly. I just have to say shit, and then kind of hope that it works out. And apparently it did. Nice. Alright. Anyway, NGO having a little bit of fun with the Lings. Of course, obviously going to go after 2pac first. Because 2pac... Oh, he has a big target on his chest. Just like, immediately. Like, when 2pac was a kid in school, he'd like walk into the classroom, and then he'd say, "Hi everybody, how are you doing today?" And then everybody was shooting spit wads at him. Such is the life of 2pac. And it's sad, man. 2pac's a nice guy. Alright. But 2pac only has to deal with the Zerglings right now, so going to be fine. Going to be absolutely fine for the time being. And so NGO, as I pointed out earlier, is going for a 2-hatch. Or was getting a second hatch. That hatch is up now. Went pool first, obviously. You can't go 12 hatch in this matchup. Or in this game type. What the? That was really weird. There's a fly buzzing around the room, and I don't know how good my mic is, so I don't know if you could hear the fly every now and then. But it sounded like the fly. It sounded like fly noises were coming out of this, out of the headphone speaker. And I got really confused. I'm not sure what that was. Alright, so, CEO, CEO is going for lots of Raxes once again. Apparently that's what he does, according to Infernal's intel. And, I mean, versus Protoss, he could go mech. Siege tanks around would be nice, but it means that they wouldn't be able to go for an attack now. And I mean, I guess you have to make that decision. Do you either bust out the Marines? Do you bust out the Marines so that you can go for an early attack and actually use the Zerglings? Or do you go for tanks, ignore the initial attack, and then have your Zerg player just kind of atrophy away in the later stages of the game? Anyway, seems to be going pretty well here. Seems to be going pretty well for CEO NGO Buzzoff. Alright, and this really has been going quite well for the mixed team, Protoss Zerg Terran. Mostly because the Protoss team hasn't been able to get their Zealots all to combine up. Every time they go in, it's in separate bunches. It looks like now they're finally going to be coming in groups, kind of. Almost. Whoa. I showed a DT. Where's the DT? There we go, I found the DT. Alright, so Germany is on DT tech. Seriously, man. There have literally been 10 people who I have never seen in the chat before only show up to bitch about audio. It's amazing. It's like the actual, like, I'm starting to think that's a really good way to attract viewers. I'm just going to turn on my stream and put a high-pitched whistle on it. And then semi-unplug my microphone so it's constantly crackling. And then just people will be summoned. You will draw them in like a freaking void. They'll all just converge on my stream and say, hey, the audio is pretty bad here. And then they'll just have like a big conversation about how shitty the audio is. Yeah. Developing new strategies for boosting stream count. Alright. Okay. You really can't afford to lose the High Templar. Wow. One health High Templar. And that Marine, if it had pursued a little bit more aggressively, it would not have the High Templar wouldn't have time to recover that shield. And he really needs the Storm. It didn't quite have the Storm out yet, but now it has enough. Oh, I think it died. I'm pretty sure it just died. Which is a shame. He could have really used that Storm to not die right now. Like, all those units were just closed up perfectly to storm every single purple unit here. Oh, here's a new High Templar, but that's not going to live long enough. Really nice job by both NGO and CEO to recognize that they're the High Templar and be targeting it. And more Dark Templars. So that's 3 Protoss players with Dark Templars. Oh, and Red has Dark Templar too. So everybody has DT tech. Yes. Everyone has DTs. Is there any other tech I should be aware of? We do have Buzzoff getting a shuttle for DT drops. And he does have observers. Yes, indeed. Is that a robo? Indeed. Alright. So 2pac will be the player to get observers. Zerg is still just massing Zerglings and only at 31 supply. And Terran's at about 60. And this is really the point where you think Terran might have made a mistake. Because no matter what they did, at this stage of the game, Zerg was going to be worse than the other 5 players. But the difference is, if Purple hadn't had gone Marines like this, then they could have a tank army out. I missed the DT drop. Was it DT drop? I assumed it was a DT drop. Alright. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sea Shakes mines would be nice. That's what I'm trying to say. there it is. Couldn't find it. So, 2pac loses his base, but he's gonna be fine for the time being. Mining from here, and then he'll transfer some back once the DT gets kicked out. What the supply count's looking like? I think it might be pretty. I think it's gonna be pretty close in supply. 67 plus 98 is 165 plus 41 is 206. 206 supply compared to 74 plus 28 is 102. 102 plus 97 is 199. Yeah, within 10 supply of each other at this point. With obviously the Protoss and the Terran guys having a lot more map control. And here we go, finally got the tank out. And a starport. Tank any minute. Tank is already there. Tank now getting very close. Oh, oops. Other player. Oh, yeah. God, you can be so abusive with tanks on this map. So stupidly abusive. Oh, there's on hold position. They're still in hold position. Infernal doesn't realize what... Okay, he realizes what's going on. He just doesn't want to move his dudes. And I guess he's going to trade a tank for a zealot. That's not bad. Wow. That's a lot of bunkers. Does he have enough marines? He does have enough marines. Alright, building a bunker for every marine you have as you transition into mech. That's sick. So, Infernal and Germany are contained. They have a lot of High Templar, but the bunkers make the High Templar rather useless. Storm doesn't hurt the bunkers, and sure, you can storm the Marines afterwards, but the point is that the bunker won't be dying simultaneously. So, odds are you can't storm 8 Marines at once, which is really what you want to be looking for. Meanwhile, on the other side, tank's just going to be abusive over here, too. Completely deny mining at this base. And looks like a combination of siege tank and mutalisks kill off 9 probes. Oh, I can't find it. Why can I not find it shooting? God damn it! I cannot find it on the minimap. It's like I knew it was coming. Fuck. I don't know. I can't read. I don't know what just happened. No freaking clue. I can't tell on the minimap. Purple tank behind... Oh. Thank you! There we go! That's why I couldn't find it on the minimap. Because, alright. Man! Fucking siege tanks. Stupidly good. Alright. What kind of tank are we going for now? Arbiters. Arbiters coming out from Infernal. Arbiters coming out from Germany. No tanks, go. Go into 6 bunkers. We're going into 6 bunkers. We can't stasis the bunker. There is a turret for vision, but only 1. Maybe they can get back to it faster. He wasn't completely right. There were a couple of siege tanks, but a couple is not going to be enough to defeat that entire army. Going to probably need some reinforcements in here, I would think. These zealots are taking up a ridiculous amount of shots from these marines, but they have to go down eventually. Enough storms will finally kill the mutalisks with that many High Templar. It was only a matter of time, and here comes the Protoss. That hold was everything that Zerg and Terran had, but Protoss invested nothing into defending that, so Protoss can come in and clean up the remnants, although there's no observer with this army, it looks like. which is unfortunate that they can't keep pursuing. But it does mean that the contain will hold for now. Double Stargate, so Arbiters. That's 3 Protosses with Arbiter Tech. And it doesn't look like 2pac. Ooh. It doesn't look like 2pac can do that. It doesn't look like 2pac is mining very much. That's not very good saturation. Alright. Guardians are coming in. And will be continuing to attack 2pac's base. You want to try to go mid again? Really? I don't know. It doesn't seem like there's any good options here. Anything they do is just going to be really risky. God damn it, where's the freaking tank? I don't know where the tank is shooting this time. But, we have a recall, which no spider mines to combat recalls. But Storm, it turns out, is a pretty good defense against recalls. In case you're curious. So, that turned out horribly. Alright. No, do not. Guardians moving in, and Guardians will be able to finish off the Nexus. Ooh, but the Templar gets the Storm off on the Guardians. They're actually not able to finish off the Nexus. Nexus will live a little bit longer. I'm surprised that Purple hasn't meched up harder. Like, Purple really doesn't have very much more supply than they did before. And just looking around, I don't know where all their supply is right now. It's like some siege tanks there, a couple of vultures, and that's it. Alright. 2pac expanding again, going for a, well, it's the 3rd base that he will have a Nexus at, but this one isn't mining anymore. And he just, like, alright, too lazy to drive the tanks around. The water's just gonna float him over. Ooh. And here comes the bust attempt. These siege tanks on the other side are going to be quite nice in dishing out a lot of damage. And it looked like some SCVs wanted to build barracks here to help wall off. Not quite in time, but do stop a little bit. These storms are going to be absolutely brutal. And I think it's just going to be too much of a loss. Well, no. Man, Protoss units have a lot of health. They are just going to be able to muscle their way out of the contain. Alright. Now, getting out of the container is only half the battle. They still need to figure out something to do with that, and... okay. Scourging Arbiters. Why not? They still need to figure out some kind of damage they can do beyond that. Oh, wait, really? These have 200 energy. Those have been there for a very long time. And I and no one from Team NGO CEO buzzoff have noticed them either. In fact, Germany probably forgot about him at this point. No, he didn't. He knows they're there. Alright. Proxy High Templar Storm drops. For what? 7? I think combined they got 7. Man, for the effort that went into that, like, pretty underwhelming. Pretty underwhelming. Now, looks like going to be moving out again. A much smaller contain. So, Infernal in Germany should be able to bust through this with a little bit more success than they had last time. Last time it costed them absolutely everything to get through. This time, well, they're still not really able to push it as much as I thought they were able to. We finally have CEO making a reasonable number of siege tanks. We're recalling 5? That's not 5 o'clock, this is 5 o'clock. Oh, he's asking his allies to recall 5. Not that it really matters, there's not that much mining going on, but okay. God, siege tanks. Alright. So, let's take another look at the supplies. We've got 103 plus 161 is 264 plus 114. 264 plus 114 is, well, 380. 380, right? I'm gonna go 380. Final answer. 380. Versus 115 plus 160 is 275 plus 125 is 400. So still pretty even supplies. I mean, in BGH, these things never deplete. Or nearly never deplete. I mean, we could go to one of their mains and it's still really freaking high. I think they all start out at 200. I don't know how much they all start out at, now that I think about it. Okay, it is at 20,000. So they never deplete. So map control doesn't help out player, because I'm trying to compare the two teams, and really the biggest difference in the two teams right now is the team compositions, which you would have to think at this late of a stage with even supplies. The fact that one race can have one team can have all 3 races out is an advantage. So that's an advantage, and the map control is an advantage. And getting back to what I was originally talking about, map control isn't as important in this mode as it is in other modes in certain ways, because you don't need map control to expand. You can be fine on 2 bases and just sit there. What map control really does is it allows you to attack. It allows you to attack as 3, and it allows you to separate your opponents. As we can see, you can see 2pac has been separated from his allies for a very long time now. Looks like Zerg is going solo trying to take out 2pac, but not going to work. I do like the line of pylons, although the siege tanks do not like them. Or wall of gateways, not wall of pylons. Recall over at 3 o'clock, trying to do some damage to the Terran player. We have mines! Ooh, boy. Very close to blowing up the transferring SCVs, but not quite enough. And these units should be able to take out some peripheral buildings, but not too much here. Alright. So, just gonna make the map look cool, pretty much. Just wants to spread creep around. I can respect that. Alright, and now, this is what I really thought that, what I thought NGO and CEO were going to do for quite a while. since since Infernal and Germany were contained, I thought they would be able to finally muster an attack and just finish off 2pac, make it a 2v3. But it took so long to get a good contain on Infernal and Germany, and they had to invest everything that they were making into that contain that they just never really had a good shot to finally strike at 2pac. And now it looks like they're doing it. Lots of ultras coming in and taking that out. Yeah. Terran is taking some damage, though. Terran's taking some damage, the recall being reasonably effective, taking out the command center and a lot of the turrets and some other of the peripheral buildings. Man, these tanks are just racking up the kills here. Either directly with just killing them or indirectly by dragging them into sunkens. It's actually a lot of supply. 2pacalypse not quite dead yet. Still hanging in there, still just trying to hold on. Man. Alright. Zealots coming out. Did he recall those just to here? Because they weren't doing anything over here. Alright. So, yet another recall on Terran. Really making a push to take Terran out of this game, which would be quite nice if Terran was no longer able to make siege tanks. Taking out one of the two mining bases. Well, recalls previously took out this base, and this one is just going to keep it from being built continually. But if you can take out the factories, it'll do the same thing. I mean, one base can... You can produce some. It's only one gas, though, so maybe not that many siege tanks. Alright. We have recalls on this Protoss as well. Just everything going into recalls right now. That seems to be the plan, and... Really? CEO is giving up? There were only like 5 units in his base. Oh. Well, I guess there's another recall here, but... Wow. I'm surprised. Like, he had a lot of siege tanks left. He had 100 supply. That would have been quite nice for defending against things like this. Well, now the other two are just dead. And it looks like the persistence of 2pacalypse and Infernal and Germany is going to pay off. To just wait out your opponent and beat him with recalls. Man, I'm really surprised by that. Whoops. Alright. Go on to the next game. So, okay. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm thinking about other things for later on in the cast. So Germany, 2pacalypse, and Infernal. Red and yellow and orange. And on the other side, we have brown and white and teal. Okay. So, alright. Bad news, everyone. Bad news, everyone. I got wrong information when trying to figure out how long the games were. And this series is going to be longer than I predicted it being. Meaning that I don't think I'm going to have enough time to cast the finals. I don't think so. Like, that's... We'll see. Maybe these games will go fast, but I know how long the finals are going to be, and I think I now know how long this series is going to be. Alright. That'd be unfortunate. That'd be unfortunate. Alright. I spent so much time thinking about that I never did call out colors. CEO is teal and Protoss rather than Terran. We have buzzoff still as Protoss and NGO still as Zerg. On the other side we have 2pacalypse as random yellow Protoss. Infernal is orange Protoss and Germany is red Protoss. So Protoss versus Protoss Zerg. Alright. Okay. So, since we have one Zerg with the 5 Protosses, the Zerg is always going to have a lower supply than every other player. It's just that the Zerg needs to do damage. It needs to find a way to hurt somebody. But if no damage gets done by the Zerg in the early game, the 3 Protosses will just simply be stronger. Obviously, there's things that could equalize that. Somehow, if somebody on the 2pacalypse / Germany / infernal team forgets to get observers, and there are just no observers on that team, despite the fact that DTs are almost inevitable, that would be quite silly, and that would be a way to get back into the game. But other than that, no, the Zerg player really needs to do something. This is just going to be a stalemate. Buzzoff has a shield battery, which could be nice, but other than that, it's really just going to be 2 players throwing a lot of zealots at each other. Going in. Hey, yeah, it looks like neither player wants to back out. No, there we go. Okay. Use the shield battery, and... excuse me. And we have Germany backing off. Germany actually needs to be in a little bit of a retreat here. Getting very aggressive there. Maybe losing a few too many zealots? Some reinforcements are coming in. Alright, and there's the forward pylon, so it looks like Brown wants to go for the kill here in this 1v1 situation. And, never mind, canceling it. Thought we were going for a second shield battery, but no. Never mind. Okay. Alright. So, we got gridlock. You got gridlock on all fronts. No player really able to break through. We do have Germany heavily walled in here, and never is going to be able to break out. Which, I mean, yes, the Zerg player has gotten initiative, and the initiative translated into map control. No economic damage to any player, just map control. Is that going to be enough to overcome the fact that the opponent has 3 Protosses? We'll see. Alright, so I guess we're going to be using this map control early, as Germany is getting attacked here by Brown and Teal, Buzzoff and CEO. Probes are they pulled? Yeah, they are being pulled. I didn't know they were being pulled or just transferred out, because that seemed like a really odd time to just simply pull probes. There were only 2 cannons left. There was no way you could hold off that much stuff. You were better off trying to defend these 4 cannons, but even that is going to be kinda sketchy here. Looks like it will be enough. There's just not enough Dragoon numbers. Over on this side of the map, Orange has Protoss Speed, Infernal, and not a whole lot else. Storm has just started. Really just trying to rally up, it looks like. Just trying to rally and take out this base. 1 cannon goes down. Oh. Nah, it can't be done. I don't think Germany can be killed out in this game. Man, I really regret Germany doing the probe drill. It costed him about 5 probes or so to do. It just wasn't worth it. Again, a situation like that, he pulled the probe so far, the cannons weren't helping for a large portion of that. You really want to pull the probes when the enemy is much closer. Alright. So those were the 7 probes from here that died in the second pull attempt. Alright. So, we have a rescue attempt. We have a rescue attempt from Infernal and 2pac, but no. 2pac is contained too well. And okay, he's got some Storm. No, he doesn't have Storm. Oh, he does have Storm. Storm is finished. I thought he needed a little bit longer for that, but it's not enough. It's simply not enough. So there goes 2pac's army, there goes Infernal's army, and there goes Germany's everything, really. Still mining with just a little bit, but only 14 supply, and these cannons are going to get taken out pretty quickly. No allies to help out. Alright. Do I? 1 second. 1 second. Holy shit. God, that explains so much. Like, I thought I was a little bit tired. Or a little bit more tired than normal anyway, and that's why I couldn't figure out, like, where things were going on the map. But I only now realized my headphones were backwards. So when I heard things coming in from the right side, I then immediately looked left. And it wasn't left, it was right. Oh, man. God, it makes everything so much nicer. Alright. So. What's the supply looking like? There. Oh, wow. No obs. Alright. So, pretty brutal. High stakes BGH. It really is high stakes, because the winner of this gets into the winners match to get some money. Anyway, so about 200 supply. Actually, exactly 200 supply between 2pac and Infernal. And we're comparing that to 68 plus 89 is what? 50, 57? 157? Plus 36? It's about even supply, despite the fact that Germany is dead. Interesting. I mean, 2pac has a lot more than CEO right now. And Infernal, well, I guess the better thing to be doing would be saying 2pac has 2pac is more than buzzoff, and Infernal has more than CEO. So are the Mutalisks enough to overcome that deficit? That was a really amazing storm. Just pushing those away. So Germany is out of the game, but Team 2pac is not. They're still going to be kicking here. They're separated, which is a big issue for when attacks like this come for two people, but man, can he hold? It's not looking good. Take out red from this. It's just yellow and orange. Alright. Yeah, alright. Infernal's at least going to lose this space, but has more cannons laying behind. I think those cannons plus the reinforcements that'll be coming out will be enough that Infernal won't die. And it's still the same situation. Infernal a good amount ahead of CEO. 2pac a good amount ahead of buzzoff. But then there's NGO, who is getting a greater spire to deal with these cannons. With more Dragoons coming in from CEO and buzzoff, maybe it's not enough. Ooh, and some Mutalisks. NGO, he's getting a greater spire, but he really doesn't have any gas. So he can't make Guardians right now. He only has 2 gases mining at his base. We have a storm maybe? In a little bit. Looks like this Templar already has taken a couple shots. A lot more Templar coming out. But the Mutalisks are just going in to snipe them. Oh, there we go. It's a good single storm. Unfortunately, goons don't die to one storm, so it's not like Marines or Zerglings when coming in. The goons are a lot stronger. And here comes 2pac's attempt. He's got to make the effort to try to bust out some really nice storms going off, killing off 4 Dragoons and even hitting some Mutalisks that were flying in. And the Zealots are going to bust through the contain. So 2pac is out. Now, does he go and help his ally, or does he just go and kill off Teal right now? It looks like he's going to go and help his ally. The Mutalisks overhead meant that he can't do a whole lot. And this is probably the smarter idea right now. Just wants to keep the ally alive. Just give him the little bit of a nudge he needs to stay alive. But for how long, not sure. More lings coming in. The Greater Spire has to be done now. But I doubt he's getting any Greater Spire tech. Another storm. Trying to storm the Beetles pack. Do we have a control group? Yeah, that control group. Pretty injured. Pretty injured pack of Mutalisks here. Man. And with that... Well, it's coming back a little bit more. Infernal's just being eaten away at this point, but maybe he won't die? Maybe he won't quite die, as the last few Dragoons are going to get taken out here? No. No, he's not. He's still alive. The CEO, looks like he took a storm drop. No, he just transferred the drones away. Interesting 3 cannons here? Huh. Actually, 2pac, if you're still in the chat, I'm kind of curious the rationale this. I mean, having cannons here to stop Mutalisks, I understand, but why is there... Or maybe even drops? But then there's a big hole? I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, possibly, but then they could just come in from this side. I don't know. It seems like it's just not enough to deter a drop or to deter Mutalisks. So, still this Greater Spire. Haven't seen anything done with it. We are getting some Defiler tech out onto the field, and have another count. 125 plus 96, so that's 220. 220 compared to 77 plus 73 is about 150. Plus 125 is 275. Alright, we finally have a pretty substantial supply lead for our Protoss Zerg. And the Guardians are out to harass a little bit. They get stormed, a little bit unfortunate. Oh, another storm! But the storm... it almost kills them, but they managed to get out enough to not die, and oh... Man, DT's this late. Still going to be effective. This base really just cannot get up right now. Oh, man, that Zealot blocking the DT out, preventing it from getting to the High Templar. And, is that a recall? Yeah, that had to have been a recall. Infernal losing the last Nexus. Has enough money for another one, but... obviously going to delay mining for quite a while. Man, it'd be really nice if he had a Templar to storm all this. Oh, he does have a Templar. No storm. Alright, and 2pac has to respond. He's still the player with the biggest supply in the game. He's got to make it work for him right now. Swarm goes down. Ironically, the Swarm doesn't do anything because it doesn't protect buildings, but it does make the Sunken Colony miss. But now the Swarms are actually going to be helpful now that the Dragoons are getting here. Unless there's one... Wow. I think the Swarm might have actually done more harm than good. Maybe. Nah, there are a lot of Dragoons here. Alright. So Defilers, in case you didn't know, have really long jaws. They can reach that far to consume. Alright. No. Okay. Zerg's having a little bit of trouble with the Defilers. That last consume was to get an extra 3 energy, because he was already at 197. Another recall, doing damage as soon as Infernal can get that Nexus up. And checkmate for him. It's certainly looking like it. 2 supply. GG from Infernal. Alright. And the combined might of CEO, NGO, and buzzoff. Up 2-1 now. Wait, what? You did? Shit. Okay, there's the game you went triple Protoss and you won. So that was the second game. Man, I can't remember what. I can't remember what happened in the first game. Okay, the first game, Infernal said that this player liked to be aggressive with the Marines. And that was the game that 2pac was Zerg. Right? Man, I cannot remember how that game turned out. Alright, that's fine. So, 2pac, Germany, and Infernal. White, yellow, and red. Alright, I like the colors we've had so far from 2pac's team. Because it was yellow, red, and white, then yellow, red, and orange, and now it's yellow, red, and white again. It's just like fire. Like the colors of fire. That's pretty cool. Alright, and the other team is orange and teal and purple. Okay. Oh yeah. I remember that now. That's the no, that wasn't that game. Shoot. Okay, yeah, it was, I understand. I know what's going on. Yeah. It should be 2pac's team is up. Okay. Infernal. I should call it the colors. Really should. Okay. So, this is Infernal. He is being attacked right now by NGO. But it's Infernal is red. It's Germany is yellow. It's 2pacalypse is white. Versus CEO as teal. And NGO as orange, and and buzzoff is purple. Protoss Zerg versus Protoss Terran. And unfortunately for Infernal here, he's going to have to deal with a lot of Lings, and the Ling and these two bases are so close. It tends to be a really bad matchup for if you spawn on one of these two, and then an opposing Zerg also spawns there. It becomes really hard to be able to defend it if you don't get good with the early Zealots. But so it did. So it did. Valid point. Valid point. 2pac is going to be attacked first again, because 2pac is the ace of this team. He gets to be the punching bag. He had a wall that it got destroyed. These were supply depots. Alright. So, we have some link moving in. And, does Infernal? Infernal? No? Don't want to bring him back? Okay. I guess he can hold out without him. Over on this side, we have 2pac demonstrating his awesome Vulture Micro. Oh, you got hit. Alright. Oh shit, now there's two vultures. So, one vulture could already take out infinite zealots through micro. But now he has two, so he can take out like 2 times infinity zealots. I'm not sure if you all know how much 2 times infinity is, but it's a lot. It's a lot of zealot killing right now. And shit, he could even make another one. He has enough supply for it. Oh shit, he did. Fucking 3 times infinity. Boom. Right here. Right here. 2pacalypse, you and your unstoppable army. Unfortunately, he has 2 SCVs, and one of them stopped mining. But that's fine. Like, you don't need 2 guys mining minerals. Dude, okay, this is how I played Warcraft when I was literally 5. This is what I did. I had one dude that mined gold, and I had one dude that mined lumber. Because why would I need more than one guy? I mean, yeah, it would go faster, I guess, but then I would have to build more farms and spend money on them, taking away all my profits. Boom, I was thinking ahead back then. And that's why every single mission took an hour, even though I had the god code on that made me invincible. Because that's what I did. Actually, I really was not very bright in playing that game, because I turned the god code on that made all my dudes invincible, but then I would always make dragons or griffins, which can totally kill themselves. So despite the fact that all my dudes were invincible, I made the one guy that can kill itself. Other than the guys that actually kill themselves, the demo guys. But, yeah. So, that's how every campaign mission was for me. It was wait literally an hour so that one peasant can mine enough gold and lumber. One peasant can mine enough gold and another peasant can mine enough lumber to build 9 dragons. And then watch the dragons kill everything. Cause that's how real people play. And by real people I mean 5-year-olds. Okay. So, we have Infernal in Germany. Infernal in Germany, and how many vultures does he have left? He has one vulture left. Somewhere. There it is. He even got spider binds. Where's the other? Oh, there's the SCV. Okay. It's fine. Look. While the vulture can... The vulture can kill Infinity Zealots, but it can also kill Infinity Zerglings. Obviously, it can't be killing both of them at the same time. So, instead of killing like 3 times Infinity Zealots, it's gonna kill like 1.5 times Infinity Zealots and 1.5 times Infinity Zerglings. I mean, assuming that he doesn't blow himself up with his own mine, and then that kind of takes away everything, but yeah, it's fine. Alright, we got 2 SCVs. We're in this. We're in this. I don't know why he didn't just lift off and put he had 60 minerals. He used it to make one of these SCVs. I don't know why he didn't just float it away to somewhere safer than this. But now he's dead. Because he also needs to repair this thing. Like, that would be... I want to see that sick micro. That sick repair micro. As the SCV, like, runs away from the Zerglings, then repairs the SCV... Or the SCV. Repairs the command center from below without decelerating. Aw, he died. Alright. So, anyway, we have Germany, and we have Infernal. 64 plus 71. Seriously though, this team, the Germany Infernal 2pac team is the complete opposite of Team Poland. Because they just do not quit. It's just like, no, we do 2v3 every game, and then we'll win the 2v3 like 50% of the time. Seems to be what's happening a lot here. Alright. So, factory going in to attack Teal. Unfortunately, cannons do hard counter factories. So, factory's going to be forced to pull back. Where's that? Okay. Anyway, I was trying to count supplies. So 165 supply for the 2 Protosses. On the other side, we have 150 plus 63. So like 320-ish. About 320 compared to 160. So, Mutalisks kill off the cannons really quickly, and man, there's a little bit too many Dragoons. Just a little bit too much in the Dragoon count to be able to engage them head on, so the Mutalisks are just going to continue to be annoying and pick off some of the outlying probes. Over on this side, we have a lot of DTs. A lot of DTs. Yeah, oh, 2pac, look at that! Look at fucking that, man! Giller didn't pull back until 2pac said so. Like, 2pac has literally 0 supply, he has 1 command center that's going to burn down, and he's still contributing to the team. Fucking greatest team player who has ever lived. Anyway, it doesn't matter, they're gonna lose. But it's fine. 2pac has a factory and a barracks. He needs to take the barracks and he float it over here, and then like land it at really opportune times, and then like use his lift unlift micro to like dodge sword swings of the DTs and distract them. Alright, so even more Mutalisks coming in now. And probably going to be able to take out all the cannons here, especially with the help of purple goons. And it looks like Germany's dead again. Or, I I guess you can say that anytime anybody on that team dies. I'm pretty sure they've done every combination of two-person comeback at this point. Alright. So... Can we count that it's a GG? No... No, it's not quite GG. I mean, we did kill Orange. Orange is dead. Can Orange get enough for another hatchery before the lair goes down? I think that he can. If that happens, then Infernal actually has to kill all the Sunkens to be able to kill off all the drones. Yeah, he's just gonna go in. Whoa. I didn't know Zealots could do that. Huh. He's punching through minerals. Interesting. Alright. So, Orange is eliminated. Takes out his 7th supply of Lings. And I guess Germany manages to live a little bit longer than, NGO did. Ever so barely. Apparently, just before he got eliminated, he sent everything to go move towards red. It's kind of funny. Okay. So, 2v1, everybody's a Protoss. And it's 137 plus 146 versus 97. Okay. Actually, if we're being completely fair, it's 2v2. 2pac is in this game. Yes. Yes, you, 2pac. I'm talking about you. You got this, man. You just... Okay. So... Infinite ammo has to cost a lot for Marines, right? So... You should just build a Marine, and then don't give it any body armor, and don't give it infinite ammo. And just have it, like, run around and pick up the bullets after it fired them. That's definitely how bullets work in the future. It's like arrows for archery. Alright! No GG, apparently. So, that ties it up to 2. Alright, game number 5. Alright. So, Infernal and 2pac in Germany is teal and brown and orange. Alright. And over on... Sorry. Over on the other side, we have, what colors do we have? Not teal, brown, or orange. So, white, or red, or yellow. Oh, now the other team is fire colors. Red, white, yellow. Nope. Shit, I just kicked my computer. Infernal is the teal Protoss. 2pacalypse is the brown Protoss. And Germany is the orange Protoss. Apparently they are Protoss Zerg. Okay. And on the other side we have we have Buzzoff as the red Protoss, NGO as the yellow Zerg, and CEO as the white Protoss. Protoss Zerg versus Protoss again. Okay. Why is my mouse glitching out? That was weird. Man, I guess I was just really finely on that boundary. Kinda want to duplicate it, but I don't seem to be able to. Huh. Weird. Alright. Wow. That's all, managed to get a kill without taking a single shot. Damn it. That fly. That fly has literally been bothering me since I tried to go to sleep last night. Lifespan of a fly is only 24 hours, right? So it should be dead pretty soon. Okay. Okay. God damn it. I can't help but focusing on the floor. Sorry. I'm very distracted. Man. Alright. Apparently they're all going to go red, and we have... Is it every color here? No, we are missing one color. We're missing brown. There we go, here comes brown. So, all colors coming out to fight in the middle of the map. Going after red because red decided to go goon first. And, I mean, we saw players going goon first, but it was on Zerg teams. I think that going 2 players with heavy zealots is a nice idea when you only have 2 Protosses. Or excuse me, when you only have 1 Zerg and you have 2 Protosses, not only have 2 Protosses. Really? Alright. Apparently I'm being told that going goon is rather standard for PPZ versus PPP. Alright. I mean, it looks like it's completely fucked. So, standard kind of sucks, I guess? Like, I don't think that there are... I guess that's the idea, that the early lings allow 1 player to go goon, but I would think that you would need 2 players going lings to be able to afford another player going goons. It seems like... it doesn't seem like 1 zealot one zealot and one zergling can beat 3 zealots, or one zealot player and one zergling player can beat 3 zealot players in the early game. But for all the zealots that came in here, I'm able to kill off that base. Alright. 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 So, we have buzzoff. Buzzoff's lost a couple probes here. But other than that, no real economic damage. And, ooh, 2pacalypse coming in at a really bad time. It's going to cost him a couple of goons there. And maybe even a zealot. As buzzoff goes into chase. No. Alright. So, tech. We have speed. Or, I think we have speed. He's also going goons, is a little bit weird for if he's just going to mass speed lots. No, game +1, that has to be for +1 speed lots. Over here we have Robo for observers. And Infernal has nothing. Okay. So we have one player with speed, one player going goons, and one player going observers at least. And then the opposing Protoss player has Templar tech. Our DT's already out. No, I don't see any DTs out at the moment. So still has a little bit of time to get this up. Sorry. Alright, and another engagement out in the middle of the map. We do have a lot of goon presence now, so it's going to be a lot about the micro here for both players, and ooh, getting a lot of these Dragoons caught here. Infernal, a bit of a misstep, and now there's a DT coming. He certainly doesn't want to engage with that. I mean, if he keeps backing up, the DT won't be able to get that many swings in, but where's the observer? Alright. The observer is out now as the DT... No, there was a cannon here. The DT was trying to go for the easy kill on the probes. Can't do it. Now just wailing away on gateways. Alright. DTs get taken out, and so does the one down here. So, the DT threat from buzzoff being very much neutralized, but ooh, Ling's coming in from the back, and Germany can't retreat with his goons. Going to lose them all. A very nice teamwork there, especially from the yellow player. He wasn't even coming in from that direction. He just went all the way around from up here to get that surround and coordinate it well with his allies. And that's going to be a huge blow. Or not. You know what? It's not going to be a huge blow at all because this DT has 18 kills. Well, shit. Alright then! Alright, 2pac's team up 3-2 now. Need one more game to advance to the winner's bracket. To the winner's match game. It does guarantee that they get money, because they could still get third place if they lose 2 in a row, but they guarantee that they at least get something. Alright, let's go. Next game. Huh. Okay. Let's hope this has a game. We've had this conversation. This is the anti-spoiler replay. Okay. So, someone goofed when they sent in the replays. They sent in a replay for a game that didn't exist. And then this is an anti-spoiler replay. 2pacalypse ended up winning this 4-2. Yeah, it's an anticlimactic final. And that's all I can cast today. So, next week I will finish this up. I'll cast the winners match and the winners match and the second, third place match. I think there's also should be a losers match, which I don't have, but that's all I have time for today. Thank you all for watching. Bye.